everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul. I don't actually know if I've done a haul before, but I ordered I got my student loan in September, so I ordered myself a load of things that I'd really been wanting to try, and kind of made the excuse to get Colourpop stuff now that they've started shipping internationally. And yeah, so I just kind of kept it all aside. I've used some of the things a few times, but I really wanted to just share with you what I got, and I wanted to have used them a little bit just so that I can kind of do mini reviews on everything. There's not a massive amount of stuff. This is the box that came from Colourpop. So yeah, there's nothing really else to say. Let's just kind of jump in and get started. So the first thing I wanted to show you, and this is why I put everything in this box, is the Colourpop box. Is stunning. I wish it looked like this on the outside, but it's got Colourpop on the inside and these kind of packing foam sheets. So one on the top, and then okay, that's everything in there that I got. But yeah, it was really well packaged, obviously because it is coming from America. It needed to be really well packaged. But yeah, so thumbs up to Colourpop for that. Your packaging is awesome. The one thing I will say, because I'll start with the Colourpop stuff, I paid, where is it? It's on the front of this box. I paid $44 total for everything that I ordered. Then I paid $25 shipping to get it here to the UK. That kind of bugged me. I mean, I really wanted to try Colourpop stuff for a really long time, and to pay kind of more than half of my order again to get it here when you can get things shipped from America way cheaper than that, I just thought I wasn't really impressed with that. But because it was stuff that I'd been wanting for a really long time, I thought, right, I'm just going to do it anyway. Then, and I know this isn't their fault, but then when it arrives, I find out that I have to pay, I think it was £14 or £15 in customs fees. So in total, I paid $44 for the actual items and about just short of £35 for shipping. So it is a lot of money. It was almost kind of double my order, so I paid the same amount for my order as I did for the shipping. So for that reason, I don't think I will make another order unless their shipping costs come down, or I can get it sent to a friend and they can send it to me or something like that. It's kind of disheartening. It's a bit sad, and I know there's a lot of places that struggle to be able to keep their shipping costs down, but I just wish that there was maybe some way of getting it when I was out there on holiday or something like that. Anyway, enough rambling. The things that I got, and I have no idea why, but I don't have a box for this one, but I got mostly Kathleen Lights collabs actually. First off, I got the Kathleen Lights collab with Colourpop, the Ultra Matte Lip in Lumiere 2, and it's what I've got on my lips right now. The only thing I would say about it is, I have worn it a couple of times, this is the second time me wearing it, it gets darker. It's almost as if it oxidizes, but it looks darker on my lips than it does in the tube, and then it progressively gets darker as the night goes on. I don't know why, it's kind of strange, but for a look like this, I don't really mind. But yeah, I really like that anyway. But I do wish it was maybe just a couple of shades lighter. But if and when I get a tan, I think it might suit me better. Next I have November, another collab with Kathleen Lights, and this is an Ultra Satin lip, I believe, and that is it there. This one's more of a kind of rosy tone. It does stay lighter on my lips. It doesn't darken down like this one does. But that one I've worn as well, and I really like it. It's really comfortable. I like the Ultra Satin formula. I think that it's really comfortable, and it doesn't really go anywhere. I think that's my major issue with lipstick, is that it seems to just go everywhere on my face. I don't know if it's because I have really tiny lips or what, but lipstick bugs me and I don't tend to wear it very often unless it's a liquid lip. But this next one here is Alyssa, and this is an Ultra Satin as well. And this one I would that one there, and I would actually say that this one's very, very close in colour to Lumiere 2, but it's just lighter. It's got that purple kind of undertone to it as well, but it is really comfortable on and I do like it. You can probably tell that there's a theme going on here. And I had to try this one because it's one that's mentioned all the time on YouTube, but it is Beeper and it is an ultra matte as well. The only thing I would say about their ultra matte formulas is they can be quite watery. So that one's that one there, and it's kind of a brownie nude. So perfect for this kind of time of year. Yeah, and I haven't actually worn Beeper yet, so I can't even comment on that, unfortunately. Moving on, I had to get Mr. Bing. Is it Mr. Bing in this as well? Yeah. I had to get Mr. Bing gel liner, and the only thing I would say about this is it is really nice and I absolutely adore the colour, but it's too stiff. I don't know if it doesn't travel well, if it doesn't, you know, being in the plane and being really cold and that, I don't know if that affected it at all, but it's really, really, really stiff and quite hard to work with. I wish it was a little bit creamier. I don't know, maybe it's because it's too cold over here or something, I don't know. But that's the only issue I have with this. I love the colour, I love it. For a gel liner, I think it looks beautiful with a wing, and because my wings are always really small and subtle, I think that this is a really nice colour, but as I say, it is just too stiff and it's really difficult to work with, unfortunately. I got the cream gel liner pencil as well in Mr. Bing, and this I really like. I think it's really, really creamy and it's really, really easy to apply to the waterline and things like that, although I do think that you have to be a little bit careful what looks that you wear it with, because it can make you look a little bit sick. But that's that there. It's really smooth, it glides on really easy, and I really do like that one. I wish that the liner in the pot was more like this consistency. It's just a bit annoying. I decided to pick up two of the Super Sock I decided to pick up two of the Super Shock shadows as well, and the first one was Cornelius because I couldn't resist, and I love the fact that it's a kind of just a soft brown, really nice for the crease. And I actually found, because I've seen quite a lot on YouTube of these and people saying that yeah, they look great in swatches and things like that, but they just don't apply well with brushes. This one I find applies beautifully with a brush, and that's it there. I actually find that the swatch doesn't really do it justice, but it's just a really, really, really nice warm toned brown, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful crease colour. I like it for my skin tone anyway, and I will be using that way, way more. And the other one I got, I only got two of these. I'm really annoyed at myself. I wish that I'd got more. But the other one I got was Weenie. And I'm running out of fingers. Weenie's a really, really nice sort of iridescent browny pinky gold. I have no idea how to describe this colour to you. I'm totally useless. But yeah, it's just the most beautiful colour. Once I saw it, I thought I have to have that colour. I love that colour, and it's more of a kind of duochrome colour, and it just applies so beautifully. I love these eyeshadows. I think that the formula of them is just so cool and so different. It is annoying that you have to get them in the little individual pots, so you can't have them in like a palette, but I really, really like these, and if I do make another Colourpop order, I will definitely be stocking up on these. So that is it for Colourpop. So I guess I'll just do these in order of when I bought them. The first one, I wanted to try a couple of new foundations. And the first one I knew I was going to reach for was Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. But I couldn't get it. And it was too expensive to justify. So the next on my list was the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This I ordered from Debenhams, and at £29 it really isn't that bad a price. But I got mine in nude, and if I still have the clip, I will insert it here just of me applying it. And if I could describe it, I don't know how to describe it because I don't use very many high-end foundations. I always stick to drugstore or high street or whatever, and this one just blends out so easily and so well. It builds up really nicely, it doesn't go cakey, it almost kind of sets itself, though I do set it with a little bit of powder. But I've just completely and utterly fallen in love with this foundation, and it's kind of good and kind of bad in a way, because obviously now I'm going to repurchase this foundation. It makes me want to try more high-end foundations, because I tried a couple from MAC and things like that, and they just never really worked out. And when a foundation doesn't work out, it's easier to kind of let that go if you spent £10 on it than if you spent £30 on it. So yeah, I really, really, really like this foundation. I do find it lasts really well through the day. I mean, it's not bulletproof. It is the foundation that I'm wearing just now, and I do really like it. I haven't really tested it out, but so far I do really like it, and I hope that I continue to like it. I just think that it makes your skin look really, really nice, and it gives a really nice coverage, and it doesn't look all cakey, and it doesn't look like you're wearing tons and tons of foundation. So yeah, this massive thumbs up from me. And if you've been wanting to try it and you've been hesitant because of the price or because it's, you know, a higher end foundation or whatever, I would definitely say try it. If you go to places like Debenhams or House of Fraser, you can actually, I think, ask for samples. So they'll actually just give you a little bit in a little dish, and you can actually take it home with you and try it. And I'm pretty sure that they give you a decent amount. Anyway, I live miles and miles and miles away from Debenhams and Fraser's, so I can't do that. But I would definitely say at least try it. If not, I would definitely recommend going for it and making the splurge. I love it. And my skin is so problematic. It's unreal. It gets really broken out, but it's really dry, and foundations don't agree with me, put it that way. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I bought, and it's just because, I'll leave a link down below if I can remember where I got this from, but I could not find this anywhere in the UK, anywhere. And the one place I did find it, it went out of stock so fast and just never ever came back in stock, and now it's not even on the website anymore. But this is the famous RCMA No Colour Powder. Now, I used this once, but I used it with a kind of different concealer, and I didn't really like the way it applied. I've used it once since, and I really liked how it applied, or how it sat. I don't know how it made my face look. So the jury is out on this one. I don't know if I like it yet. I think because it's got so much hype, it's always going to fall short of what you expect of it. But I do have high hopes for it. I hate the packaging. The packaging is the most horrendous packaging I've ever seen. It literally is like talc. It might as well just be in a talc bottle. But I've seen that Jaclyn Hill has put hers in an old kind of loose powder thing. So I'm going to see if I have one of those lying around and maybe decant it into that. But yeah. So the jury's out on this, but I am going to keep trying it, and I'll let you know how I got on with it. The last two things I'll just do together. First of which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and what shade am I? This one's in the shade Natural. This one's in the shade Natural, and the jury's still out on this as well. I just noticed that, see, I'm not sure how I like the packaging of this. I don't mind it, but you feel like you have to squeeze quite a lot to get it out, and then it kind of applies a wee bit uneven. But anyway, I'm liking it so far. I am liking it so far. The colour I got is quite close to my skin tone. I would have normally got a lighter colour, but I noticed that my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer is running out. It's, you know, that way where you pick it up and you finally see that it's all sunk to the bottom and you can see how much you've really used of it. Yeah, it's at that stage, and I'm terrified that it's going to run out on me. So I bought this, and I do like it. I'm wearing it today, but I do have a bit of my Urban Decay on top. I like the consistency. It's another one of these ones that's been hyped up, but I will definitely be carrying it on. And it was I think it was £5 from Beauty Bay. Yeah, it was £5. So you can't really go wrong with that. I forgot to say, I probably should have, but the RCMA no colour powder was £9.99. Yeah, and like I say, I'll link below where I got that. And the last thing is another one that's been hyped up and hyped up and hyped up. And I'll have to do this quickly because my battery is now flashing. It's the Milani, I'm going to have to look at it. The Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, and mine is in number 2 Natural. Now, jury's out on this. I've used it once and I didn't like it. But I used it and a couple of other new products. Like I think this was the one I used with the RCMA no colour powder, and I didn't like the powder that time either. So I do need to play around with this. I need to find out if it's better applied with a beauty blender, if it's better applied with a brush. But I love the coverage. The coverage on this is amazing. Obviously it's a concealer and a foundation in one, but the coverage is phenomenal in this. So I am willing to keep going with it to see if I can figure out a way to use it. It is a little bit dark for me just now. I might see if I can pick up a lighter shade, but jury's out. I didn't see a fantastic, phenomenal, life-changing application by any means. I didn't see that with the Too Faced either though. But like I say, I think when things get hyped up on YouTube that you have high expectations for it, and if it's even a little bit short of that, you're going to be disappointed. So I will probably keep using this. I'll maybe use it in a couple of tutorials and things like that so you can see how it applies, but yeah, not as mind-blowing and life-changing as I thought it would be. But I'm glad, I think this was Beauty Bay as well, and it was £10. So I am glad that Beauty Bay carry it. So if you want to get your hands on it and you don't mind spending £10 to try it, go over to Beauty Bay. I'll leave my link down below. You don't have to use it, but I would really appreciate it if you did, if you wanted to make any purchases from Beauty Bay, as I am affiliated with them. But I would definitely recommend that if you want to try it, because it's £10 at the end of the day. And that is it. That's my little splurge that I had with my SAS money, and or some of my SAS money. But yeah, so if anybody has any other product recommendations that you'd like to share, leave them in the comments below. If you've got any experiences with any of the products that I mentioned, please let me know. If you have ordered from Colourpop and you experienced the customs charge and the high shipping and you have an opinion on it, share it below. Nothing nasty or anything like that, just it's really nice to kind of share your experiences with everyone else and to kind of compare and see what's what. I mean, I haven't looked at the site in a while, maybe they've already taken their prices down. But yeah, so if you've got any comments or any input to put into this video, then just leave it in the comments below. I'm sure I'll read it and reply. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful at all, then give it a wee thumbs up. My next video is going to be a tutorial on the look I'm wearing just now, so if you don't want to miss that, then don't forget to subscribe. Button is down there somewhere. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye.